Hi ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. My name is Neville. This is Neville Media Inc. And without any waste of time, let's get to today's video. And what if I told you the latest charges against Jacinta Ngobese-Zuma aren't what they seem? What if this isn't just about school protest, but a manufactured political distraction to cover something much bigger? Today we are peeling back the headlines and revealing the real forces at play behind what's being called public violence at Addington Primary School. Jacinta is a leader of a March and March movement, surrendered to the police yesterday after the state opened a case of alleged public violence related to protests at Addington Primary School in Durban. However, supporters are saying that the charges don't make sense and that there's a hidden agenda behind this legal action. Here's what actually happened here. According to police, protests outside the school turned violent, but Ngobese insists that this wasn't the case. She says the protests were peaceful demonstrations demanding placement for South African children, right? The supposed violence was exaggerated and even police acted aggressively. That's what she's saying. A foreign national allegedly pulled a gun at one of her members and police did nothing about that. That sounds chaotic, right? But here's where the story gets a bit of controversial. What if this wasn't just about a school? What if the state deliberately waited for several days to file charges, not because of evidence, but because of political timing? Think about it. Charges filed just as attention shifts away from bigger issues: unemployment, rising crime rates, failing education, and internal political infighting. A high-profile activist suddenly criminalized, shifting public attention from systemic public failures to street protest. Accusations of violence leveled while police actions go uninvestigated. Even when protesters allege stun grenades and chemical water cannons were used. Is this possible that this is not about violence, but about controlling the narrative? Here's the big idea. Governments and political actors often use division to shift focus and weaken opposition. Consider this. Immigration tensions are a touchy subject used to divert attention from corruption and economic decline. Protests about schools are emotionally charged and can be easily framed as chaos, which is what we are seeing in this case. Charges against a vocal activist are painting her as an instigator rather than a community activist. What if the real objective isn't about stopping violence, but fracturing protest movement and making it easier to weaken it politically? Because some supporters already claim that police selectively enforce the law, arresting citizens but allowing other crimes to go unchecked. That's the divide and conquer playbook, and it's not new. It's something that has been going on for decades, centuries. Now listen to this thought. What if the involvement of groups like Operation Dudula and the MK Party wasn't organic, but orchestrated to set up a legal trap? By including multiple politically charged organizations in one case, the state expands its reach, creates multiple defendants, and turns public protest into a multi-front legal battlefield. This tactic is not new in politics, creating a legal storm which confuses the public and buries the original protest goals under headlines about violence in courtrooms. So here's what we still don't know. Why were the charges not laid on the day of the protest? Jacinta said the police could have charged them right then and there. Why was a foreign national with a gun allegedly ignored by the police? Is this an operation to discredit grassroots leaders before major elections or policy debates? And perhaps the biggest question would be, why is the state so interested in pinning this on Jacinta alone? Is she a threat to the political status quo? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to smash the like button. And from me to you, I'm signing out. Peace.